So welcome. This is Breaking the Stigma, the Making a Statement podcast. This is again another layer to the raw, unfiltered, uncensored, korero that we will deliver. Conversations, this time raw and direct, live and direct with you guys. You get the chance to ask us questions. Cuzzy DJ TJ on the ones and twos will be asking them for us.
What up, chat? How's
Got
the chat?
Mr. She over there.
Mr. She. What's up, chat?
And Brother E over here.
Hi, I'm Ethan.
And I'm Dilz. So yeah, this is Breaking the Stigma. What it will be about is you guys just hit the comment section, you ask us questions. Whatever you want to ask, jump in the comment section and ask it. If it's a stupid question, Cuzzy DJ TJ will not ask it. But go hard, ask questions, drop your comments, show us some love, show us some positive feedback or constructive feedback.
Let's do this.
But yeah,
Hot topic.
We'll start this off with
Is
a quick
the
hot
Facebook
topic.
good? Can you check the Facebook for us there, DJ TJ, my brother?
We good?
Thumbs up, my G.
Shit.
That's a step above last week, eh? Already high five,
move it.
clap it up.
Yo,
We're
what up
already
to the
doing
chat?
better. We're already doing better. Let's go. Hopefully it's all 4K.
Is that us live there? In there?
Yeah, Jay.
Yo, what up, chat? It's your boy King Cass here with Dilz, Brother E, DJ TJ. It's Breaking a Stigma where you guys get to ask us a question and get a bit personal and connect with us. Again, we're here for half an hour, so get your questions in the chat, and it's good to see you guys.
Starting off with a hot topic straight from our box, Cuzzy DJ, TJ.
Okay. The first hot topic there is sleep cycles / sleep early, wake early, or sleep late, wake up late.
Or any of the above.
Or anything.
Yeah, I sleep late, wake up early. But I wouldn't
up
say
late.
I wake up early. I wake up at like 7.
On the
Like
weekends?
on the weekend,
more like on the
weekends I
weekends,
wake up
because
at 8.
obviously work, you have to wake up early to go to work. So like on the weekend.
No, on the weekend I wake up about 8 because usually wifey will have a sleep in and I can get in the studio for a bit in the morning before we have to start our day. So I pretty much go in the studio till like 2 o'clock in the morning and then go to sleep and then get up early so I can go back in the studio before I have to.
Yeah. I think for me, it just depends. Again, I'm definitely a person that goes to bed around between midnight to 2-ish, depending if we've got a gig, we're out later and things like that. But I always find myself waking up between 9 and 10. It depends. Sometimes I'll push for 10:30.
Oh,
I love the
actually,
10:30s.
now I think back to a few times you turning up late to things because you slept in.
Yeah, I'm allowed to sleep in
So
there because it's my world.
So there's an average of 10, but I know there's been 11s.
Yeah, of course.
11:30s.
Weekends,
I
100.
can't do that, eh?
Oh, if I've drunken like the night before, I'm not getting up till like 5 that next day if I don't want to. Like,
Even if I
Yeah.
drink, I'm still awake at 6:30.
but I'm a normal, after midnight and between 9 and 10. That's my,
Do you want to know when I go to sleep?
You sleep about 9, don't you?
Yeah, but I wake up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, so
Because I get my peaceful time in the morning.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I get mine at night. That's when I get to go in the studio and that.
Yeah, because I get too tired in the afternoon from work. And then
Yeah.
I get home, once I've had a shower and a feed. You know when you have a big feed and you're just like, oh, blob now. Like,
It's called a food coma.
yeah, so I just eat heaps. I have a shower, eat heaps, and then chill on the couch with the kids, and then I'm pretty ready to go to sleep. So sleep early, and then wake early.
Do you wear slippers? Oh, shit!
He's a granddad.
These the whole time.
No!
They're called
What
granddad
the
slippers,
fuck?
bro. They're called granddad slippers.
Holy shit, I wasn't expecting that. I didn't see them.
I've been wearing them the whole time. Bro, I was going to put shoes on, and
I'm
I was like, you
chilling
know
with
what,
my
fuck
kicks
that.
on.
I'm
Yeah,
wearing
same, bro. I'm kicking.
I got my kicks, the fella in his
Fuck
slippers.
that. Bro, I started off the first time we come in the studio, I was like, bro, I'm gening it up, everything wearing chains and, trying to look good. And then I was like, fuck this. I'm going to be comfortable. I'm going to sit here for like 2.5 hours, bro. I'm going to put
slippers
fat
on.
pants and some slippers on. G.
Leveling up,
Bro,
bro.
I don't have to, I don't care.
That's on.
Whatever.
That's on. Bro, I was like, fuck. You feel like the slipper vibes coming off here.
Bro, I just chill. I don't
Bro,
even,
they're called granddad slippers.
That's
I
on.
love them. They're comfy.
Yeah, I miss mine.
Kmart.
I think one of them's under the bed, but I can't find the other one. So
I
I'm gonna
had
get some new ones.
Once upon, because I've been wearing dressing gown, but for some reason, wifey keeps ending up in my one and I end up in her one, which doesn't actually work.
Oh, because her
little.
one's tiny on you,
Yeah.
right? It's like a mini skirt.
But
Every
I'm
time
always
I walk in,
wearing
you're
it.
wearing that. I'm like, gee,
Bro,
you
I'm
can't
like that.
wear that.
But she's always wearing my one. But I've had on my to buy list slippers.
Mm.
Just I feel like it might be nice in the studio to
Boy,
cozy my
get
feet.
the hard bottom ones, $15.
These
Yeah,
Kmart, bro.
yeah.
They're Kmart. They're comfy.
I wouldn't
as.
go for something like that. They look a bit too hippie for me.
Yeah, I wouldn't
like,
go for those
come
ones.
on,
Nah, they're not it.
What are you gonna get?
Like your
Some with a tick on them, Joe.
You don't need
Nike slippers.
Fuck
He will,
you,
of course he will.
You could paint a ticket on the
Put
slipper.
a stitch it on, bro. Manufacture.
Yeah.
make them.
Just I'll get the made
those off-cut
Oh,
fucking
well, bro,
industry.
make some GWA slippers, G.
Yeah.
Oh, we on slippers.
Any questions coming in,
Yeah,
Cuzzy?
Yes, we do.
Let's go.
Okay.
Who's it from? And shout out to them. We're gonna when we hear the name, we'll give it like a mean ass show, like give them an energy bomb, and then say shout out to them too for their question.
Okay, the first question comes from Damien Myers.
Ah, shit! What up, Damien Myers,
up,
brother?
G?
What up, G? Thanks for your
Well,
question.
shut up. Yep.
Okay,
Shout out.
what inspired you guys to make a health lifestyle for your work and music?
A health lifestyle.
Healthy? I think he's asking. Yeah.
Uh,
He asked,
for my work.
yeah, like how do you? Is he asking like how do we have a healthy lifestyle between our music and life?
Like balance, maybe.
Yeah, it's the same question from last week.
I think
2 weeks ago.
again, yeah, sort of. It's worded differently. And
Yeah.
I think the answer is kind of what we just talked about: is staying up late. But it's balance is
Finding,
impossible.
else
Balance is impossible.
There's 2 words: finding time. Just trying to find time to fit everything in, whether it's going and doing something with the kids, doing wifey like date nights, things like that. And then I think it's important also like creatively, like we've got Monday and Tuesdays locked. And Tuesdays we can also be like, yeah, we can hit the studio, or actually, bro, we need to focus on a couple of things on the back end of the podcast, or we've got those 2 days at the start of the week to really focus. So I think it's finding time.
Yeah, but that's scheduling, bro. That's
Finding time.
Yeah, it's making time, scheduling.
Making time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm always like, I've got to find time. You're like, bro, go fucking make time.
Yeah, and so that's that, bro. Scheduling, but at the
Yeah.
same time, like I say, balance, as if sacrificing all the sleep is how
Yeah.
you get all the things right. But then I know, fuck, my body's been run down, and I know I've gone through shit like illness, sickness, injuries, not healing, burst appendix, all that kind of shit, bro. And you know, full circle might come back down to I haven't had enough sleep, and my body takes it. You know what I mean? Takes a hit.
And like you saying that too, like you saying like your body taking those hits. I bet you the moment you get up on the stage, it all disappears.
It does. It has
It's
to.
fucking crazy.
It has to. Like,
So
bro,
do you think like the stage is magical space?
bro, I came out and I had a burst appendix, went through the
Yeah, I've
surgery, lost
seen you do it at
grand
my show.
in the same week, and then I still performed.
Yeah.
But
And that's your
you
space.
still find that power to be on that
Yeah.
moment on that stage, and
And again, I don't think people understand the amount of hours that you put into the one song to perform it for 2 minutes and 30 seconds
Yeah.
in front of you guys.
100 hours.
But that's when we perform it, we're giving you everything that we've tried to deliver in the studio in one segment, because what we've put into the studio session has been so much creativity and trials and not failures, just keep trying and layering until you've got that nice piece of gold. So when we're performing it, we're giving it to you like all of that's in one hit. Does that make sense? So
it
like,
does,
yeah,
yeah.
instead
You're
of picking-
delivering,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
delivering everything you created, and you
yeah,
spent all
because you
that
said
time.
when I come in and fucking record, make sure you're performing it.
Yeah.
Because when you perform it, it'll come out sounding exactly. Because there's a few tracks I've got, and bro, I can perform them fire as, and I've performed them a little bit different than they're on the actual track on the record. And I
That's what
think,
naturally happens.
which I do like that unique side of my listeners getting to be like, bro, if I go to a show, Cass sounds a bit different in that track. Like he's got his flow pops off, or it changes, or he switches up here, and that's cool because then you get people talking about, go to a live performance, that song that he,
What's your thoughts?
yeah.
Yeah. How do you balance?
Doesn't have to be music. For you, it would be gym, live, and podcast. And
I
streaming.
think we touched
yeah.
on this last time. I just have a schedule.
Yeah, schedule.
I just do things when I can. Make time.
Straight up,
Make
guy.
time.
Just
Yeah.
do it.
That's it, eh? Make time.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
that's
I
what
just
it
know
is.
how my
I
week's
think
gonna
that's the
go.
summary.
There you
Make
go.
time.
I said finding time. He switched it up.
Make time.
Cheers, Mike. I mean Myers. Damien.
Cheer.
My
Hey, Damien Myers.
Isn't
Okay.
that, bro,
Michael
isn't that the
Myers.
stabbing guy?
Okay, here's a quick question. Who's your favorite artist, Chiefs?
From
Music artist.
from
Sorry.
who?
Like any music
Who
artist.
is
who's
the
the-
person
yeah.
that asked the
Oh,
question?
sorry. Ryan Waddell.
Shout out Ryan.
Shout
Riddell.
out, Ryan.
Shoo, you got to
Favourite
shout
artist.
out to our question answers because then people will ask questions because
Yeah,
they get
yeah,
shout
yeah.
outs.
Mine
Everybody
would
that knows
be
me will know mine.
Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that your favourite top peak?
Yes.
For what?
100%.
What sort of artist?
Just music artist, G. So mine would be Scribe, was my favourite New Zealand
yeah, that's
artist.
New Zealand.
My favorite
Overall.
underground artist is Hobson, and my favorite mainstream artist is Eminem.
Okay, I like that.
I just know those answers.
Yeah. For me, it's It's hard. I don't really listen to much music. And I think this is where I've been able to really dive into my own story, because I don't get indoctrinated by all the music out there and the different sounds and the different voices and the different sorts of people's lifestyles and people manifests. I don't get caught up in that. So for me,
All-time favourite.
Yeah, all-time favourite.
Growing up.
What about Chillin'?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's Australian rapper, so I'd definitely hands down say Chillin' is my favourite. Okay, favourite Australian rapper, Chillin' it. Favourite worldwide rapper, Eminem, of course, and then New Zealand rapper. I haven't really got one. Like, I haven't really got a musician in New Zealand that I really has been someone that I've really listened to. But if I would go back to, if you want me to go back to when I was a little bit younger and I did pump the sounds, it was Decepticons.
There we go. That's the roots. That's
Yeah.
energy. Yeah. Very good question. Good answer.
Yeah.
I think I
Okay.
was too basic with that.
Yeah, I just thought I'd go.
Chris
with
Brown.
I was like,
He's
Chris
just
Brown,
number one.
he's like,
Next question, cousin.
Yeah, we just wanted to go a bit deep, eh? As we do.
Okay, this question's from Kim Makia.
What up,
Shout out,
Kim?
Kim.
Chill, my bro.
What's your advice? What advice do you give someone? What advice do you give for someone who has lost someone close to them?
Well, I'm pretty sure we can all relate to that. Dilz more so lately.
Make a whole album in the studio.
Yeah.
If you don't make music,
If you don't make, it would be just rely on your outlets. Music is my outlet.
I think I know two words keep popping up tonight, but reach out. Don't sit alone in the feeling, especially when you know there's family members that are also sitting in that space.
Yeah, like we've really been
And
supporting my grandfather.
I was going to use you as an example. I'm like, hey, Dilz, when you're up to, you want to catch up? He's like, well, I'm with the uncles and we're sitting around. We've got Gran here now. And then other times I'll be like, what are you up to? And he's like, oh, I'm actually sitting here with my uncle now. Like, you've been through a lot of that lately. And I think your family and the way you I call it wraparound support.
Yeah.
Hoe order, well-being. Your well-being in your family is a very beautiful thing. And I think that's why you're all so connected. You're well connected with your mum and your dad, and you could see that through that space as well. So if it was to inspire, how do you get into that space? Like, how do you, to answer their question, I think they're looking for something like, what would you do? Your board games and things like that, eh? Like,
Well,
just things that you used to do. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, essentially. So going through those losses, because anybody that didn't know, we lost my grandmother a couple months ago. And then on the back end of that, we found my uncle passed away last month. And I think the family network, the family support, that strength in numbers unit has definitely been there. Like the bro here has looked after me and reached out, and so have you. And Cuzzy Trev's done a lot to hold things down behind the scenes. So it takes a support network that's helped me have the time that I needed to process myself. And just being there for the family, I like to try and be the rock and the one that others can lean on. And to do that, you have to have some strength and,
but also take time for yourself to get through that process as well.
That time is me spending my time. I've gone and sat down at the river when I need to. I've been taking Warrior down to like the park, and I can have a moment out in the fresh air to think and just gather my thoughts, and he gets to have a play, and just connecting, bro, reconnecting. And this is what I talked to the bro Logan about, is just that connection, and me wanting to just reconnect with just the world, bro. Like put my phone down more and more quality time, and just make the most of time. So make time, and when you do make your time, make the most of it. That's probably the wisdom.
If you don't have that family network and that support, find some friends. Otherwise,
and an outlet,
an outlet or
gym.
something. If you're a gym or you're creative and you want to, music, art,
exercise,
and you might notice that if you're a
100%.
spiritual person, and this is just for anyone that's spiritual, you may not relate to this anybody, but you might find that person that passed away might come through you and work within that space with you as well.
There's cool little things like that. Like all of a sudden, I said to Babe, I was like, "What the fuck? We've got magpies in the back lawn now." And Gran used to always feed a magpie, and I was like, "We've never seen no magpie." And now we got one that lives out the back. That the kitten tries to stalk and shit.
That should make I get tickle bumps.
So little things like that. I know that my belief, bro, because I'm not too spiritual. I don't believe in much. So my belief in that is it's just a nice. It's kind of like, for example, though, like when you buy a new car and then all of a sudden you see every second car on the street is the same type of make and model as your car.
Yeah.
I think you just start to pay attention. I think there's that connection, and you can start to connect the dots and make you feel that comfort because there's a moment that you remember them. And so that's what I like.
And remember with me and you, we were sitting in the car in the bakery car park, I think, and a bird landed on the thing, and I would normally connect to my gran.
Yeah, you said that.
And I said if there was two birds, it would be mine and your gran. But normally two birds would be my nana and my gran.
Right.
And there was just one bird. And I was like, oh, it's yours. So
and
I shared that spiritual moment that I would normally have. And I was like, well, it's actually not mine because there's not two birds like usual. So it must be your moment. And I pass that to you, whether you believe in that. And then, and now you're probably going to be wandering around in the next couple of days and see another single bird, or it's going to pop into your world now. And I think that's because if you let it, you can open that veil and really tap into that spiritual space and be like, come sit with me, walk with me through the rest of this journey, because, they're not gone. They're still here and they're still watching and cheering from above,
Yeah, I think it's that trigger that allows you to remember them. And my gran was actually very spiritual. And
So she could be coming through me right now.
We
I just go to that space.
We lost my uncle like 12 years ago or something like that. And he lost at sea, so she connected with seagulls, because when we went to go farewell him, there was a seagull, and so she always put it down to uncle. She'd always be like, oh, your uncle's with us. And I'd be like, nah, like there was a seagull at the ocean. Like it's not that, special. Of course there was a seagull at the ocean. You're connecting the dots there. But now that she's gone, I look back at it and I see why she did that, because now I see a seagull and I go, gran, she used to think that was uncle. You know what I mean? And so now I can
That's
connect.
so cool.
It's a way to keep connection.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think when I said before about coming through, I think when I say when the spirit comes through, it's not like I'm possessed by a spirit, I'm speaking as your gran. It's like, no, I just had something that came through me that I was like, remember this moment? And it helps you now connect back. And now you've connected back to your gran. Now you've gone to uncle. It's crazy.
It's crazy,
from a simple bird.
And
again, it's just words too. We're just speaking, and it's bringing back that connection again. How it connects.
So that's the
Wow.
if you're grieving,
Great question.
connections and outlets, support networks.
That's a great question. Again, this ain't scripted. Again, this is breaking a stigma. We're just sharing our own lived experiences, what we may be thinking at that time, and we're allowing your question to sit and sink
Oh, this is comfortable.
and give it time. Well, you like that now?
Yeah. I'm sitting kind of like you.
It's good, eh?
Yeah, it's good. I just don't have slippers.
Yeah. Thanks for that question.
Stay tuned for
Okay,
next
let's do
podcast
some
to
rapid
get some
fire
slippers.
ones.
Yeah.
Quickly before I go to the next question, I actually have something to say about an outlet. So every time I used to do a theatre show, when Nana and Granddad passed away, I'd always look up at the sky before I'd do a show and ask for confidence and everything
cool,
to be
bro.
go well, and everything for me to have the strength to jump up on that stage and do it.
You'll be able to do that
And
next month.
Yeah,
when
and
we
I
go to
felt
show.
amazing. I felt amazing doing it. But yeah,
that's cool.
Bro, that's buzzy you see that, because there's a few shows, and I can probably say there's been two shows. One was in up north, I don't know exactly where we are up north, and one was down south. The one down south, I can remember exactly. Me and Ezra, we landed this open mic night, and we were just like, we were singing and rapping, so it was quite easy to step into that open mic space. And it was a full moon, bro, and I remember performing, and I just remember giving it our all, and there was about 30 people there having diner, like it was a wine and dine style performance. And I remember walking out those doors, bro, and just looking up and seeing this full moon and just being like, whoa, after performing and seeing that, it's quite magical. And I've seen it once more. And I'm actually looking for that more, because, when you walk out after you've just performed and something's like that, you're like, you appreciate that moment and you remember it. So I remember those two performances.
That's why people take photos of the moon.
Yeah. Straight up, man. Let's roll out. Let's roll some quick fire questions, because I think those were some really deep ones. Let's see if we can tap into some that we can just pop.
Okay.
Great questions, though.
Do you get writer's block with your music sometimes?
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. I think for me lately, I haven't even been focused on writing. I've just been making beats, but even then you get blocked. So I think it's just a matter of just don't overthink it. And I say that to you in the studio, like you'll get stuck in the bar and you're writing and you get stuck on fixated and you're stuck and you loop around it, and I'm like, why don't you just change it? And then you backspace it next minute, 4 bars straight off the top and they're all fire.
Bro.
So it's kind of that, just don't get fixated, don't overthink it, back to the
That's a
drawing
great
board
example of it.
and just start from scratch if you need to on something different.
And I think, like, there's not so much. There's not even like, I think the word is that you're looking for too is it doesn't just have to be music. It's creative block. where you get, people that are making hats and t-shirts and bucket, they're always going to get blocks where they're like, damn, and then they might have to source inspiration.
Yep.
As a graffiti artist, I might get a block and I'm like, damn, I want to pop, oh shit, get some little inspo over here. Oh, that letter looked cool. I could swick that little flick, and you're taking those inspo,
little flip.
swick that little flick, and you can take those inspirations. But I think having that creative,
Yeah, I like that. What about you, E? Is there anything that you get kind of a mental block around, and then you have to try to find a way around that?
Not really. I have a pretty creative mind, but I don't do too much creative stuff. So that's what I think I do a lot with like my house renos and stuff. Because I just consistently walk around and I'm like, man, I should do that. So then I just start doing something.
Yeah.
So I've got like 4 projects in the house at the moment going on.
So that's almost another problem. Instead of blocks, you've got like so many different things.
No, but they're not being held up because I'm starting it and not finishing it. They're just being held up because I've got certain processes to do it. Like at the moment, one of the rooms that I'm doing has been plastered by my old man. And once that's plastered, I'll go sand it and paint
continue
it.
to do your part.
Paint it and put skirtings up and whatnot.
And
then because we were waiting for that, we started ripping up another room, getting that ready. And just doing stuff like that.
It's mean that you're getting into
gardens
it
and stuff
so quickly.
Yeah, so I think
this is a project alone. Shoot.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't really get blocked because I don't have too much creative things. I think for what I do,
there's enough there to keep you busy.
Yeah. Nah, who put that question in?
Trev,
if you remember.
Sorry, I was. That came from Jack Mason.
Shot Jack.
Thank you, Jack.
Runaways, Jack. Sweet,
Okay.
Let's go.
Next question.
Cheater boat. You should say that every time.
Cheater boat.
Cheater boat.
What does afterlife look like for you?
Wow.
I'm gonna say that
I'm leaving.
in Gran's final moments, I definitely feel like she was reliving her life, and I feel like that's the concept of life flashing before your eyes, and she was like going through a memory lane,
For the last couple of days,
and kind of in a big sleep, kind of going through everything, talking out loud, and she wasn't really with us, and everybody kind of even then around us was saying, how could it be life before your eyes if it's just in present real time? And it's like, well, if you've got 84 years and you or 80. What was she, 84 years, and you wrap it up into 2 days, that is a whole life before your eyes. So I feel like life before your eyes is a thing. In terms of afterlife, I don't know. I don't really believe in it. I think if anything, I'm on the path of like reincarnation is maybe something that I would think about.
We can sorry, just what you were just saying before. We can document like 10 hours of our life, right? We can film sections of those years, and then in 10 years we can put out maybe an hour doco. And in that hour doco has 10 hours of 10 years of your life. So technically, if we wanted to, if you're living 86 years, it's technically only an 8-hour doco, really.
Yeah, and turn it into you could start working on that now, release it in 50 years, and you'll be famous because you might be the first person to do that.
Yeah, well, I'm already working on
and
it.
Just call it King Cass.
I'm pretty sure
you
you must have shitloads of footage just stocked away because But to answer that question, I think when you give something a belief, it can become a truth, and I'm very careful with my words. So I don't believe what I'm saying, but I'm interested. Whatever happens afterwards.
I like that wording. That's good wording.
Can't wait. Like, not saying let's go. Like, I'm interested to know what's going to happen. I've seen movies and I've read Bible. I've read stuff. I've kind of dived into the Quran a little bit, like fuck all. And just to really say that, I think for me, like, am I scared of death? Yeah, I think so, because I've got more time to live, and I don't think my time's definitely like not going to be soon. My time's a long time away. I've got a legacy to leave, and I've got to do what I've got to do. But afterlife, like, what does it look like? I'm just excited to see where it would go, and I won't know till it happens.
Random plug, but I've always felt like if I die, it's from getting shot.
Yeah,
I've always felt like that since I was a kid, bro. Like, my cousins can vouch for me. I used to say this shit as like a fucking 5-year-old. Like, I've just always had it in the back of my mind that I think I'm going to die getting shot. And Naruto Hali said one night recently, she was like, I think I'm going to die falling, I think she said. And I was like, fuck, so you've got a thing that you think as well. It's weird, eh?
Be careful what you speak. It's cool, man.
It can stem from a dream, though. It could probably be a dream I had when I was that old, and now all of a sudden it's replayed like a nightmare. But not a nightmare, but it's in the back of my head.
I dream about drowning, not much, but when I do, and I get those feelings, but when I get those thoughts in my head, I'm like, nah, because you're now speaking them. You're like saying, when I die, I'm gonna get shot. Like you shouldn't say those words.
This is something that I believe. I believe that
You believe this? So you could
No,
have.
I do believe this. I believe that we are reincarnated,
Oh no.
and I believe
Flat earther.
No, hell no.
I'm just joking, mate. You just
I
fucking-
believe that is the way that your old, like, self died. I reckon that's what happened.
What?
Like,
So what you think the way you think you're gonna die, he thinks that that's how the old you died. So the old you got shot. The old me died in the car crash.
Oh no, I think I'm gonna die in a car crash now. So now what?
Don't
Because I
even
changed my
say
mind.
that. I didn't even
Now you're
speak
a-
that. Do you
now
know
you're
what?
a
I'll
Optimus
never
Prime.
die. I'll forever live.
You're a transformer.
How about that? How about that? I will never die. I will forever live. Whether my name be the name that lives or whether be my energy or my frequency, I will forever live.
I mean,
Whatever
that's
that
kind
looks
of
like.
offspring as well, right? I've got Warrior. He's gonna be keeping me alive. That's your job, boy.
You've already been cloned. No,
He's a bit browner than I am.
Great question though, because again, it opened our brains, and we also had to be careful what we're speaking. And I wasn't trying to shut you down. Like, we've got to be careful what we say,
I haven't even answered yet.
especially with you, bro. You're powerful. You can manifest.
He's actually got beliefs. I actually want to hear what you say.
Oh shit. Okay, I don't have beliefs. I was gonna say I think you just die, but no one will ever really know because when they do know, they're dead. So
And
they
they
can't
can't
tell
tell
us.
us.
But people die and they come back from comas and
But
shit.
do
And
they?
they
Yeah, but-
say that they seen this and heard that.
Yeah,
Fair
but
enough.
it's
But
fair
do you know
enough,
if
yeah.
they're talking shit and trying to be dramatic? You don't know that. You don't know. And you will never know because when you do know, you're dead. And you can't tell no one.
It's kind of
It's
like
like scary movie.
scary movie. That's what I was gonna say. It's kind of like waking up.
That's
dead.
right, yeah.
I'm
That's where
gonna
I got
come
it
back
from.
and just whisper in people's ears. This is how it happens. No, like,
But what if you can't because you've already come back as a chicken?
oh, you'll start scraping my code into the walls. No.
Reincarnation.
Anyway, anyway, great question.
Great
I'm
question.
just open to see where it goes, but yeah.
I'm too alive to understand the answer.
Yeah, fuck, let's move.
Okay.
Move. I'm alive, bro.
we got time
It's
for
great.
one last question.
Give us a few. Hold on. Can you give us a couple rapid fire ones? Like we'll
You
go.
keep saying rapid fire and you motherfuckers.
Yeah, no,
just
brief,
wander
brief.
around
I was quick. I was
brief.
quick.
Go.
I was quick.
Brief.
Okay, hold on. I
And who's it from?
Rapid fire
Just-
questions because all these are deep.
Shout outs to everyone asking
Yeah,
questions.
sure.
by
Just
the
keep
way.
tuning
Thank
in. We
you.
might get to your
Okay.
question next time.
Okay. This one comes from Mike Peretti.
Oh, the bro.
Hey, Mike P.
My G.
Chill, my bro.
His question is, what's your guys' thoughts on needing a vacation?
I need one.
I need one.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
validation. Sorry.
Oh,
Needing
what?
validation.
Bro, Mike PG, honestly, I used to search for external validation and I used to really look for that and I needed that. So my posts had to reflect needing that external validation because I didn't feel good about myself. But once I learned that I'm okay and I love myself and I really understand who I am, I started realizing that I don't need that external validation because I validate myself.
I like that. Yeah, I think
Cheer, brother Mike.
I spent too much time trying to please and impress others and falling short to the point where I was like, fuck it, I'll just please myself. So
Yeah.
my target audience with everything I've created in the last 3 years, with this podcast, with the clothing line, with my music especially, is myself. If I
love
like it, then other people my age that have my background might like it.
I'm
and that's
loving what I'm doing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I don't particularly need validation because I don't really care what anyone thinks about me. I think more I need validation in regards to my work, like because I work pretty hard, and if I don't feel like I'm being appreciated, then I won't do it anymore. Like if I work for somebody and I work as hard as I can, day in, day out, do everything I can to make their business better, and they don't say, thank you, you've done really well this week or something like that, it starts to build this little thing in
Oh,
my
I know,
head.
yeah, it's
and I'm like,
it's called resentment, and it's fucking worse than taking poison.
yeah. So it's like, and I can't help it. I think because
Facts.
I don't know, it just happens. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
man, because I'm a hard worker. Like I work really, really hard, and yeah,
I
like
think
if
you should
don't-
just validate your own work, bro. Because what I'm
Well, I
hearing,
do.
yeah. So what I'm hearing you say, brother, is like just not trying to dig in too deep, but just what you're saying in the science of things. I think is that the work that you're doing so great that you think it's so amazing and you're so happy with it that these people have to tell you it, but you're already thinking it, bro. So just keep feeling it and thinking it, and it doesn't matter because if they're not seeing it, they might be saying it to each other without you in the room. Oh, did you
That's a
see
really
what-
good point.
Did you see what
I-
Ethan did, man?
I
He's
talk-
the man.
I
So it
talk
might not
of-
be to you, bro, but it's there. Because why are you feeling it? Because the energy's around for you to feel good about your work. So don't let. I used to be the same at work, bro. I used to be
like
like, oh, he thinks I'm useless, and it's
Oh, I
also
don't negatively
I'm the same,
think though.
bro. Yeah,
I don't negatively think. It's more like I don't know. I don't negative, like, I'm not like, oh, he doesn't appreciate me. I'm just like,
Yeah, okay. It would be
oh,
nice.
it'd be nice if he said that, you know, like if I go and
we all would love a bit of that.
you know,
So
like,
Mike, if you're watching, Ethan's boss, say thank you to the cunt.
yeah,
no, he
fucking
does.
hell, Mike.
He does actually.
He wants coffee, donut,
I'd
And
like
thank
some
you,
coffees, actually.
compliments.
Thank yous.
His
Lunches.
bum wiped.
Pay rise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, great question, Mike. Appreciate you, bro.
Triple.
Any other couple rapid fires?
No, everyone's asking for this one question, and also I should probably ask it so Dilz doesn't end up sleeping on the couch.
Okay, and then we'll wrap it up. Is this our last
Yes,
question?
this is
Wrap
your
it up.
last
Okay.
question.
Last question, breaking the stigma. Let's go.
Appreciate you
Okay.
guys.
This one is from Aroha Lee Lamb. She has asked, you all found yourselves in the position of being a step parents. How have you navigated this journey around discipline, clashing parenting styles, and relationships with the biological fathers?
Should we go
Holy
1, 2,
shit.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2,
You can
3?
start
That's
us.
3 questions,
I'll
Aroha.
That's the fucking. That's not rapid fire.
There was 3 deep questions.
That's all right. We'll just take this deep
I'm
one.
just going to take what I think I heard. Yeah.
So for me personally, when I came into the picture, Ivy was 3.5 months. This was before we actually got together. When we officially started dating was around her first birthday. But I had already almost given like my opinion on the father, mainly because I'd heard stories from all these people about what he's done here and here and here and here. But then I also chose to try and be a bit more mature about it and be like, you know what? Because I'm stepping into this girl's world, I need to do the best job I can to be as civil as possible, even though I don't agree with the stuff that he did in the past. So from the start, I was always just a neutral person. I just did what I had to do, introduce myself. Hey, bro, be respectful, whatnot. Because at the end of the day, he didn't do anything to me. And if I can keep the relationship with him and Ivy as good as possible, then I'm going to do that. Nice. So I shut down a lot of things. There's a lot of things in the past. And if he watches this, I hope he does hear this, that he could have got a punch in the head for. And I'm just being honest, because there's some things that you do as a man and there's some things that you don't do as a man, especially when someone's doing something so good for your seed, your baby, you know? So I think I just tried to be as respectful as possible and be the best male role model I could be. And I always wanted to be a dad. So when I knew that Ivy didn't have that figure around all the time, I know she had you and Warren, but I just wanted to step up and do as good as I could for her so that she grew up with that loving father figure around her. So, but I don't think it was too hard. It definitely is hard having to have that person that was such a massive part of your partner's life still there all the time, and you have to know that they're always going to be in their life, you know. But I kind of just pushed through and was like, whatever it is, what it is. And
what about when it comes to like discipline? Is it not just there's not just a conversation about the baby daddy. It's about the parenting as well.
For me, and this is speaking on me only, I've always from the start it was a bit more calmer, but I think now like I'm like, you know, she calls me dad, I'm dad, you know, and now he's actually not in the picture at all. So that just gives me more of a reason to step up even more, because she isn't having that relationship anymore. So I do really, really need to be making sure that I'm bonding her life so that she grows up to be as good as she can be. So discipline is a massive part of being a parent in general, not a step parent or parent. That's
a really good point. And it comes down to parenting.
Yeah, disciplinary is like
it's
massive.
There's
And
no
I
such
am
thing
the
as step
disciplinary.
parenting, eh? Like you're not step parenting the
you're
kid,
a
you're parent.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if it's your step kid or not. If you're going to take them on, you're going to be their parent.
Yeah.
And for a major, like a majority of the step parents are males, full time, or 90% of the time. So it would because most women have most of the custody of their children, correct?
Yeah.
You would think. You would like to think.
I don't know the maths.
So, logically, you would think that. So I think it's always going to be a male is normally the disciplinary, correct?
Yeah.
Well, it depends on this household, I guess.
I guess a normal day and day life.
Yeah.
You know how like
in my household, yes.
yeah, well, same as me. I can imagine same as you.
Yeah.
And anybody else that's their dad was always the one that was like enforcing. So the mum will say something, dad normally will come in and say, I didn't have that because only my mum, obviously.
Yeah.
But Yeah, so
Exactly, and that's why I said, not everybody's household things operate.
Yeah, well, if they have that person,
In a general scenario. Okay,
Anyways,
Yeah, well,
Your opinion? Or you?
for me, honestly, I reckon that it's really, really what an amazing question, Arohali. I get a song that comes to my head when I hear that question. We're blending. We're blending. We're blending. We're blending.
I ain't never heard that.
Have you not seen
the African guy.
Yeah. Have you seen the movie Blended?
No,
Okay,
the big
everyone,
black
watch the movie Blended. She's probably cracking up.
That's a
laughing,
good movie. I love that movie.
The guy with what?
The big black guy.
You know
with
the
big
guy,
tits
Cheeseburger
and he
Eddie?
bruises. Yeah, Cheeseburger Eddie. That's it.
You know Cheeseburger Eddie off Friday, next Friday?
No, he's losing me.
bro.
Focus, answer your question.
He's got the
He's got
whistle.
the
eh?
big titties.
We're blending.
bounces.
We're blending. We're blending. We're blending. But anyway, blended families, bro. It's one of the most hardest things to tap into, I think. For me, it comes from two different worlds. You've got two parents that have either both been brought up in two different worlds. So, like for me and my partner, we're both two different people. So we have two different ways. I was brought up different. She was brought up different. And that's where the clashes can happen because you have two different sets of rules in your own way of living. So it's just about working together, a strategy.
Communication.
Yeah, communication's key, and also having that. I always get the wrong word. I always say national front, and it's not the right word. But it's something to do with a front. We're meant to be like a front, so we stand together.
United?
Yeah, I like that. So a united front. And we always come together. We talk about decisions, and the decisions of discipline are normally quite 50-50. And I think that took a bit to get there because I will say when we first started, being together and when we were in a relationship, I had no power, And then obviously when we moved in together and I started to live with her, obviously I started to be the male role model. The roddle. That's cool, the roddle.
Bro,
the role model.
I said Max Welts instead of Max Welt.
So I'm being the male roddle, role model. And I think being that after a while, the young person, I'm not even going to talk from my own world, but for anyone, the young person sort of warms up to you. They start to sort of see you as the stepfather, the role model. You might even get called stepdad or dad or
I get
whatever.
called bonus dad.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I get called dad, which is quite chuffed. Levi calls me dad. But having that whole understanding of like, you're all coming from these different worlds. There's heaps of clashes, and I think that's also, being ADHD for me, it's one of the hardest things to do. I'll just clash with people. It's just natural. So, yeah, blended families aren't that easy to work with. But the question I think that Aroha she was asking was like, discipline is another hard thing because especially if you're not the immediate parent, if you're not the biological parent, you kind of don't have as much power. Mama says something and she's the bloodline mum. They go, listen, you say something, they're going to push, and give it a crack. And that's because they know that you're not their biological. And I think going back to the partners and the baby's daddies, I'm always just chill with anybody, keen to shake a hand and be mutual with anybody. But if you fuck with my partner or anything like that or the kids or do something that's not right, we're not going to cross those boundaries. So same thing for me, but... yeah, I think it's important that you just shake hands because if I can show that young person, again, it doesn't have to be my world, but anyone, if you show that young person that you can get on with that dad, then you're now showing that person that a whole new tool.
There. I like that blended.
Yeah.
That's a good summary.
Because normally there's arguments, he's a dick, he's all shit, but if you're both getting on and understanding each other and that kid's seeing that, he's going to take that into his own world when he takes that into his relationships.
Is that being that roddle again?
Yeah, the roddle will be the roddle, bro. Be the role model. I like that.
I like that
We're
too.
roddles tomorrow, G.
Yeah, we are.
Great question. Oh, sorry.
When I came into the boys' lives, they were 1 and 2. They're now turning and going on to 8 and 7. So that's a long period.
Yeah,
I don't even really put a question mark on like I said, there's no step parenting and parenting. There's just parenting to me in my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And I always wondered this though. So before I had my own son, before Warrior, and I was just raising 2 stepkids, I parented a certain style, and kind of like you said, like they wouldn't listen. They would listen to biological, but not myself. But whereas Aroha Lee comes to me and says, "Hey, the boys aren't listening," because they listen to me. And so. In raising Warrior, I wondered if naturally somehow my parenting would differ, but I haven't noticed the difference like personally, I don't think there is a difference. I see him just as another son, and kind of there's 3 of them now, and they
I noticed
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there isn't necessarily a difference in my parenting styles when it comes to whether it's my kid or the step kids. And I think that's just the summary of it is that, there's no such thing as step parenting. It's just parenting.
Yeah.
If you're taking on another kid, you know? And in terms of if it was in my house, like whether it was my step kid or my younger cousin that came in and lived under my roof, they'd be under my rules, you know what I mean? And that's how my discipline works is by the rules, and we're all good.
I can get real wound up with my own biological son more than anyone else's kid, though.
But he probably knows how to tickle your nipples a little bit more.
Yeah, true. And my daughter, I guess. Yeah, I can get more. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I was thinking tickle my fancy, and then I don't know where nipples came from.
Maybe.
No, great question. Deep as.
Yeah, that is a good question. And in terms of the boy's dad too, like the summary of our relationship is he got me a pair of glasses exactly the same as those and came through to our gig and said good luck for the night. So he's a good cunt. So if Kalen Murphy, you're watching, bro, shout out to you and thank you for being such a awesome dad to the boys and allowing me the space in their life as well to be the bonus dad. He promotes that, bro. So that is massive. That's huge. So shout out to all the bonus dads out there, all the stepmoms and all the extended and blended families out there. Shout out.
We're here to change the game, break the stigma. Hopefully we just gave some people some new tools too.
Yeah. So anyways, we're going to wrap up. If you've asked questions and we haven't got to them, tune in for the next Breaking the Stigma segment and keep asking them because we might get to them.
Yeah.
But you can catch our podcasts live and direct YouTube.
It's out. Episode 2 is out now.
2 dropped today. So go check it out. Any platform, YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, all the good stuff. Makingastatement.co.nz. You can read up everything about us, the podcast, the apparel, the music, and everything else we've got coming on, a bit about all of us, as well as like the gears that we're wearing here. We can see mass apparel. So go summon your cart, hit the Afterpay and get that in there.
Let's go.
But yeah, I'm Dilz.
Mr. She.
Bye. I'm Ethan.
Cuzzy DJ TJ, you missed your cue out. It was supposed to go boom, boom, and then you boom. It's not working.
Gonna happen as firefighter. Ain't nobody putting it down. I'm holding it down. No common grounds. I'm making a statement. That's the way to claim that you're running the town.